It is February 4th, 2022, and we are one day out from Chris Chan's last hearing. And just like the past few times, I'm not going to bait you guys, I'm not going to bullshit you. Chris is getting another continuance, so nothing's going to happen for another couple of months. If that's all you were here for and that's all you wanted to know, have a good day, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. But if you're not just here for that, I'm going to give a little bit of speculation on what I think happens next, and also a little bit of speculation on when this next court hearing is, because we haven't gotten a new date yet. The dude who called, he was on the Kiwi Farms. I'll link the article below. It's just a speculation thread, but the dude called up to the to, I guess, wherever the court was, and of course they gave the old, nobody's going to be allowed in, this isn't a public trial because of all the shit surrounding Chris, and they knew the courtroom would be filled with people trying to find out what's going on, which, I don't know, man, it seems like, yeah, with Chris it's got to be a special case because there are a lot of people interested in this, but I feel like people should still be allowed in there, nonetheless. No one was allowed in, but they did say that Chris's trial got another continuance. So that means Chris is going to be spending another, 2-3 months in jail. More crazy letters are going to get out. And if you've read any of his recent letters, he's already going off the deep end. Now he's starting to, ask people to petition for his release and everything. So it's clear that he wants to get out of there. For the longest time, it sounded like he was just, oh, I learned to make ramen, and, oh, I'm just figuring out some Bible stuff. So it seemed like Chris was just like, I'll get out of here soon. Now it's starting to dawn on him that he may not be getting out of here anytime soon because this is the third continuance. I don't know what's holding it up. I believe in this country you have a right to a speedy trial, but I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea because you could probably get screwed double if you do that. So maybe Chris's lawyer's just waiting for more stuff to come out. I don't know, man. There's no good in this for Chris, I think. Chris is either going to stay there a long time or he's going to get out and be homeless. So it's weird, man. It's weird. That kind of shocked me that there was another continuance. I said it last week that that's what my prediction was, but as the days grew closer, I was sitting here thinking, man, this Chris has been in there for over 6 months. I guess they could give him time already served. So say they do give him a year sentence, it would only be 6 months because he's already served a year. He's already served 6 months. I'm sorry, I keep misspeaking because I'm stoned, but yeah, so I don't know how long he's going to be in there, but shit, when I really sat down and thought, man, it's been a while since August. Chris has been in there for a while. So I guess my assumption for the next hearing date would probably be around August or May. But man, yeah, the last time we heard about this was back in November, and even then I thought it was a long time. So we'll have to see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. I brought it up earlier, but his past few letters, that could be, if they really are reading his letters and see that he's going back and forth saying, my mom's Merlin the magician, and, once I get back to the Sonichu temple, everything's going to be fine, and I'm going to get right back to doing what I'm doing. I've said this probably a million times in these videos, but Chris incriminates himself in every one of these letters, and I don't know, you guys have all told me before, they definitely are reading these because they read anything that goes in and out of jail. So if they're seeing that, that could be further thing. That could go both ways. That could be the reason why Chris is there, but it could also be the reason, why they're trying to, I guess, brush this out so long, because they're gathering more and more evidence on Chris. Now, like I said this again, I don't have any idea about law shit, how the system works and all that bullshit, but I do know that I've been reading all these letters, we've been hearing the phone calls, and it's clear that the jail's got to be hearing them too, and Chris is not in the right state of mind. And if that plays a factor into this, and whether they're going to, institutionalize him, let him out, just keep him there, I don't know, man. In the Kiwi Farms it's more of a speculation thread. In the speculation thread below, I saw other people saying, it could be just because, they don't have the money to put Chris into a home. They know Chris is broke himself, so jail might be the cheapest place to keep him. And maybe that's honestly, when I first heard that, I was like, that's a really good opinion right there, because really, what is Chris going back home to, if he has a home at all? We've talked about before that, Barbara may or may not be living there anymore. The house seems cleared out for the most part based on people's pictures, and it's weird, because Chris to himself keeps saying, I'm going back to that Sonichu temple, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, but we've heard before in letters that there was a letter that Kengel had a couple months ago, and Chris had asked him specifically, hey, don't release this, but when the people looked at the writing from the back of the page, they saw that Chris was saying that members of his family were going over there and tending to Barb. So, the family is getting involved there. And right here, you see Kane come out to defend Liquid Chris. I don't know what Kane's affiliation with Liquid Chris is, but it seems like they have a good thing going right here. Kane's just happy as shit that he duped Chris like that. What a fool, Chris. What a fool. I think one of the most important things to remember in this is that Chris is now going to miss his 40th birthday. And it's weird to wrap your head around that Chris is turning 40. But it's happening, and Chris is going to miss the 40th Christian Love Day. Now, I had said back around Christmas time that I really thought Chris's last continuance was what was going to drive him over the edge and really make him be like, this isn't good. I'm missing all my favorite things like Christmas and all that. And he took it in stride. We got a Christmas letter a couple days before, and it was just him wishing people good tidings and all that. But now, I don't know, man. Wait a minute, what's this? Now Brock Lesnar's out here defending Chris Chan. This match is getting intense. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, we might have to do a tag team match of Liquid Chris and Kane versus Chris Chan and Brock Lesnar. But Chris might be able to capitalize on this. Chris Chan's just doing whatever he can to get Liquid Chris, but Liquid Chris goes for it all and goes for Brock Lesnar and eats shit. It's going to be Of course, Chris needs some help on his side to take out old Liquid, but we weren't surprised, and Liquid's just fighting them off right now, man. Look at this. Liquid's just, they're such pussies. Constantly ganging up on him, man. Come on, Liquid. Fight it off, brother. God damn, what was that? And, of course, Chris Chan's there just to be a little mooch, pick up the scraps. What a shame. Let's get back to a little more speculation now. And I wanted to talk before about how, we were talking about Barb and why she may or may not still be in the house. And, we talked about a couple months ago the car accident that Barb was in. And there were apparently 2 car accidents that Barb was in ever since Chris has been arrested. So I had said that, there had been speculation, does Barb even still live there? And that, there's no merit to that. No one knows that yet. And no one should go find out either, let these things come out on themselves. Don't go to the fucking house and try to find Barb like those couple of weirdos did about 4 months ago. But if she's really out of that house, I don't know, are they going to sell it? Are they going to demolish it? I mean, the bank's going to own it because they're so deep in debt. That's why Chris was so scared in some of these letters asking people, donate to Barbara. And that honestly makes me think she's home. Because, if he's still worrying about the house payments and paying Barb for all of her debts, she's most likely home writing to Chris. But that's another can of worms altogether. How tricked he can get so easily. And he's been talking about all this shit about Barbara and all this that he's been writing to her. But there's a little, thought in my mind that, is someone pretending to be Barbara and writing him? Because, is she even, conscious enough to do that? I don't know. No one really knows. Barb seems to be in a good state of mind when she needs to be, and a shitty state of mind when she, wants to be. So, with all that shit going on and all the people writing Chris, he's now begging for money. He really needs the money to try to keep his house afloat. And, he had said that everyone should donate to Barb on his command. And like I said, it's clear that he's nervous about the house. It's clear that he's nervous about money even still being in jail. And that was something we had brought up in a video last week, that Barb could really just want Chris out of there because, she's hurting on money. She really needs some money in the house, and it may sound ridiculous to say it, but the only breadwinner in there is Chris, and the bread he brings in is always stale. So what do you do when you got stale bread? Well, you make better with, how do I word this? I'm so stoned. I worded this wrong and now it sounds fucked up. When you bring home stale bread, it's better than no bread. So it's, it's a, what's the word? A catch-22? You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Fuck, man. The one good thing that could have came from this jail stay was Chris learning a little bit more about responsibility, which then again, he's sitting in a jail cell to have nothing to do for 24 hours a day, so you're not going to be too responsible, but you'd think he'd start to realize, oh shit, this isn't what I want. I got to be somewhere where I can be with my toys, but I got to get that. And maybe I sound dumb for saying that because we are talking about Chris here. He's just going to think, all I got to do is sit on my ass and ask people for money for it. But when I first, when we all found out he was going to jail, I really initially thought, what's the chances here that Chris maybe, just maybe, sees the error of his ways and realizes, fuck, man, like, I'm in a bad situation. But we're now 6 months into it, and he's asking fucking people to protest. He's asking Biden for pardon letters. He's saying that the judgment day is still coming. So all that at this point is just out the window. Chris is still going to be as cuckoo as fucking batshit. And, it's one of the things that'll never change. And, it's sad because Chris mentally can't change. But there have been times where Chris has seemed to actually understand the seriousness of situations, like when his dad died, and even back when he would take his fucking video game shit, he wouldn't take it serious with the Sonichu stuff when Miyamoto would try to contact him, but it was the most serious you've ever seen something. Look at Max and Julie. When Chris really put his mind to something, he did it. He drove all the way to Ohio, and maybe that was 10 years ago, and maybe Chris is a completely different person now with even less drive than he had then, but I don't think he can even possibly age more. So if that side of him that realized, I gotta go do what I gotta do, maybe he could sit there and realize, let me put 5 to 10 hours in and try to monetize Sonichu and all that. And we've talked about it before. We've talked about how that's a ridiculous statement because, it's 2 Nintendo properties. But come on, man, let's not bullshit ourselves. If Chris really wanted to get around it, he probably could have sold shit and made good money off it. I'm not even talking about Sonichu here. I'm just saying, imagine if Chris went to fucking Kmart and bought, I don't know, every fucking striped sweater they had and signed Chris Chan on it and just sold them. You're telling me there wouldn't be a ton of weens out there who would buy that shit? Come on, if Chris actually tried, and it's hard because people have tried to make him try before, and he won't do it. But I really thought him being in jail would be the time where he finally thought, fuck, I gotta do something for this money. But no, he's still in there, writing shit to Barb. Writing shit about Barb and saying everyone needs to give her money. So, I don't know. I just think at the end of the day, the most important thing to remember is that, never get involved in this, never write Chris a letter, never call up Chris, just watch this from the sidelines, and and try to find some enjoyment in it, because there ain't really nothing funny about this new situation other than talking about the old shit. And I've been saying that for a couple months now, that this is really getting stale. That's why the letter videos have stopped really being so, frequent, and even all that, new letters have come out. I'm just less inspired to make videos on them, because what's the point? It's always the same shit. It's not as funny. Now, I'll give you a little spoiler. Tomorrow or the next day, there is most likely a letter video coming out that's it's batshit insane. It's from last week, but I didn't have the time to make a video on it. Things like that, I'd gladly cover on this channel because I want to give you the funny updates. But when it's the same, Jesus, that, the third, god damn it, why can't I say this, and, but yeah, god damn it, I did it again, this, that, the third, and, maybe if Chris does something crazy, if we hear about Barb, I'll update you on that. For the most part, there's no real reason to talk about all the dumb shit Chris has been talking about, because it's just repetitive. And that's what's been going on with Chris. It's the same thing. He only has a few, like the Bible and a few other things to entertain himself, like a radio, and when he's home, he's got all those toys, and that's why the world of Quickville is all that, Sonichu and friggin' My Little Ponies, because that's what Chris is constantly surrounded by, and that's what he's constantly thinking. Now that he's constantly surrounded by just a Bible and just the radio, you've seen it become so biblical and shit. Chris needs some type of, pop culture or, something to keep his mind going. Because we've seen it before. Everything in his life is based off of, TV or movie shit. So we're in for a lot more biblical Chris Chan bullshit, and I'm not here for it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'll cover that next letter, but man, it's, I can't cover every letter anymore. It's just not funny, and now knowing that so many more are coming out, it's just goddamn. This is going to be a shit show for the next 2 or 3 months, and then after that, it will most likely be a shit show for another 2 or 3 more months. At this point, I have no prediction, I have no assumption of what's going to happen next. Whatever happens, happens. So I'm going to leave it there and just stop speculating high bullshit, because I'm just sitting here watching this gameplay, and I'm enjoying it, like I hope all of you guys are doing. So yeah, either tomorrow or the next day, letter video, either tomorrow or the next day, smoke show. They're going to be interspersed without each other. The smoke show tomorrow, I don't have too many topics on, but I have a few that I know you'll like. Number 1 is Ethan Ralph getting his shit pushed in back in Portugal, and a little bit of AEW talk, the wrestling company, maybe a little more Pokemon Arceus stuff. There'll be stuff there for you guys to like. And we're also going to talk about the golden child, old Tommy. What a goat Tommy is. And then the letter video. We're going to cover one of Chris's more recent letters that was absolutely insane. So, other than that, guys, I have nothing else to say today, but I don't want to take this glorious match away from you. A match that, by the way, Brock Lesnar has absolutely prolonged because Liquid Chris had this one like 5 minutes ago, but for some reason Brock stayed out in Chris's corner while Kane completely ran away from Liquid, so it's kind of fucked up, Kane. Might have to reconsider you as Liquid's partner, but nonetheless, guys, that's really all I got for you today. I want you guys to enjoy the rest of this matchup, but I'm going to get out of here. So shouts out to Tyler, Holly, Sky, Krabby, John, Bob. You guys are all goats. I love all of y'all. And yeah, guys, just have a good-ass rest of your day. And just thank God you're not Chris right now, because that man's going to be behind bars for probably a good while longer. Take care.
He breaks it. I can't believe it.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm with you, Cole. So unbelievable that he broke out of that.
Not so fast.
Looks like both these superstars have found that little extra something to keep themselves going here tonight. Going for broke. Just when you thought he had nothing left. His shoulders are down.
There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown.
The impact.
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. Eludes that one.
How these superstars are even still in this match is beyond me, especially given how intense the match has been. Harsh impact. Ooh, in the face. Destroyed.
Takes him down in a major way, too. Oh, boy, he is rolling. He's looking at it.
Nailed it. Now it's time to capitalize.
And here's a cover. 2. And he got a near fall out of it.
What a match.
Looking for the finish. He might have it. He's making a statement here with this attack. Uh-oh. Northern Lights.
Oh, not done yet. There's more.
Ring rattling.
This one is over.
A cover. 1, 2, 3. There's the pin. It's over. It's all over. Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history. Hope everybody at home set those DVRs, because that was a match you're going to want to watch again and again and again. Epic. From the opening bell, this match was one for the ages. I'm almost speechless. Almost.
Here is your winner, Chris.
What a grueling match. It looked like anybody's match there toward the end.
You know, it didn't happen often, but I can attest, being pinned is humiliating.
And it's matches like this one that make SmackDown such a